Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's been enjoying their Friday so far. I still haven't really had much sleep yet, but I am back to stream another episode of Lumberjacks Dynasty. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody's got themselves some plans for this Father's Day weekend. And as always, guys, do not forget to check out the Sim Podcast, especially this Friday, as we do got a good one coming on for you. So it is a themed one, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm hoping that you folks enjoy it as well. So, hey, Sherry, how are you doing today? I hope you're having yourself a good one. Hope everybody's got themselves prepared for the weekend, got their ideas, got their menu plans all worked out and everything else. I know I do. Cannot wait to hang out with my little guy and enjoy a birthday free of everyone, just me and him. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. Cannot wait at all. And indeed, it's going to be a good weekend. Looks like we're getting a bunch of rain tomorrow, but then on Sunday it's supposed to be up nice and clean and clear. And so Caveman and I'll be able to go out and hang out at some different parks and such like that. Whatever it is that little guy's hearts chooses, we'll be doing that. So look forward to it. Definitely look forward to it indeed. It's been a while since we last played Lumberjacks Dynasty. Actually, I can't even remember where we last left off. I think I left off where I just bought the giant field and then I started cutting it down. There was like 160 trees in there. I think there's some left in that. We'll check that out later on in the episode. We'll find it for sure. Yeah, I'm exhausted, Sherry. I am totally exhausted. In the last 2 days, I've had maybe 5 hours worth of sleep. Just cannot get comfortable. But good news is my neck isn't nearly as bad as it was yesterday, other than just kind of pushing it too far to the left there. Like yesterday, I tried to turn to the left and my whole body would go with it. But I'm doing much better now. So, yields. Looking forward to just unwinding and playing some of this game. Speaking of which, we got about 45 seconds left. Get our drinks, get our snacks, get our butts in the comfiest position so we can kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy it. Because I know I am looking forward to it. It's been a long time. Since we last played this one. I know there really isn't much of a schedule with my games other than you're going to be seeing me pop up at either 10 a.m. my time or 2 p.m. my time. But you always see me on Fridays, unless, of course, I got the caveman with me, but I won't be having him till tomorrow afternoon, morning-ish type of thing. They say morning, but no, never arrives until about, 11 at the earliest. Got some hot dogs going for tomorrow's lunch. Going to enjoy that with kiddo. Oh, wow. We're already getting into the game. Let's do it. Oh, I'm sure, little guy, he'll just, jump onto my neck there, grab me, and next thing you'll know, my neck will crack, and I'll be feeling much better indeed. Little guy's good for that. I had, my hip was a little bit out of place the one day, and I asked him to, I lifted up my leg. I was laying on the bed, lifted my leg up into, a bent position, so, one leg was flat, and the other one was bent upwards, and so he reached over and just leaned up against that bent knee and just pushed right over to the edge of the bed and just cluck, just put everything right back into position. I was like, oh, I was so proud of my little guy. I was like, thank you, dude. It was so awesome. And he was so happy that he helped out Daddy. It was great. I enjoyed every second of that one, that's for sure. It's like, relief. Getting pretty sparse around here. Been getting some pretty low numbers going on. Like this month has been, actually May has been downward spiral and June's hitting rock bottom. Guess everybody's getting ready for the warm weather. Everybody's starting to get out and about and everybody's getting their shots and everything and hanging out with friends and family. So can't blame them at all. But yeah. Oh, he's my little helper. I absolutely love it. We're going to be making some cookies together. We'll be making some hamburger buns together, that type of stuff. So got lots of good things that him and I do together that we both really enjoy doing. So cannot wait. Why'd the game hold up? All of a sudden, there we go. I was going to say, why did all of a sudden just kind of get stuck? Okay, what's going on here? All right. Right, be back. Okay, we're good. All right, seems that it's taking a couple seconds there to work, so we're ready to go to sleep. Wake up in the morning and get our morning chores done. Go through the usual graphical issues that I've been having lately. PC is just not running 100%. Do not know why. Do not know why. But either the game's gotten really crappy for frames, or my PC is somehow just not able to keep up with it anymore. This whole area here, like, oh my goodness, you should have seen when I chopped down most of those trees. I was doing like 5-6 frames per second. It was brutal. It was brutal. I think I've shown everybody the how I do what's the word I'm looking for? How I process trees and everything else. We'll go through that there today as well, so I can show you guys how I do things my way, just to make things a little bit easier for me. Hopefully, if it works for you guys as well, you'll be picking up my methods of madness. Hey, wait a minute. Give me that egg. Come on. We gotta eat. So we gotta eat eggs. Same thing as in Farmers Dynasty. Yep, just eating the eggs. They're freebie foods. And, of course, we need the milk for the shampoo and all that type of stuff. Michigan next week for your sister's wedding. Oh, well, congratulations. I hope she's found the partner of her dreams. That's what we all wish for, to grow old and die with somebody who actually loves you. You know, this is the one part of the game that I'm really not interested in doing. Milking cows, taking care of chickens. I mean, really, the chickens are really noisy and loud. You can't turn them down. The eggs are, you know, a good food source, I guess. I mean, how many times do you really need to have food in this game? Just to pick up some logs and such. It's kind of a poor mechanic, if you ask me. Oh, come on. Ugh. Don't want to see your butt. He's an awesome guy, so happy for the both of them. Aw, that is so sweet. You gotta like it when family likes the other person that they're getting hitched to. And Jeremy, if you're around, thank you, my man. I'm going to look forward to playing that one for sure on stream. So that'll be, I'll be coming back, returning to stream after I have the time with the caveman. So I get him starting tomorrow, and then he'll be going back home late in the evening on, I believe it's the 23rd. So looking forward to that indeed. Lots of time to hang out with the little monster. All right, let's go check our honey. Check our hives for the honey. How sweet it is. Nothing. Yes, I know, I could plant flowers to make it even better, but that's just more pointless work as far as I'm concerned. I'm a lumberjack. I'm not a bloody horticulturist. Hey, thank you, Jeremy. 3 likes, 3 watching. Y'all's amazing. Y'all's amazing. Waiting to buy the cows and chickens till I get married, so the wife will take care of them. Yeah, I can relate to that. All right, so it's raining today. I don't know if that's really going to make much of a difference. We'll find out with this here. Haven't watered them in a day or 3. Don't really care too much about how many returns we get off this. It's not an end-all be-all. Just more ways to make tiny bits of money. Economy really needs to be relooked at. But I'm not going to spend the time it takes in order to go through and do all the maths and everything else to figure it all out like I did for Farmers Dynasty for that company. No, they can either pay me or they can hire somebody who actually has the same type of skills of being able to do that. Now, I think, yeah, we do have some logs that are being processed right now. That's good. Wonder how many we got hanging in there. Let's go find out. Jump! Jump! There we go. Not as many in there as I thought there would be. No worries. Let's take a look and see here. Not much in the bark silo. Don't have to worry about that overfilling on us. It is a rainy, cloudy day, which is going to be my real life tomorrow. But take a look and see what we got built up in here so far. Hold on, let me just get turned around so you can see it better. Another poor mechanics. So 407 crates of pine, 3 crates of oak, 1 plank of, or one crate of birch, and 489 spruce planks, crates of planks. Yep. Tongues all tight, folks. So over here we have 119. Chipboard storage is running, and let's take a look inside the dryers. I don't think I have anything going in here right now. Negative. Empty. Alright, so where did I last plant the... or put the... is it over here? Ah, there it is. Been a while since I last played. Couldn't remember where I parked the logging truck. Log loader. But at least we can now save it on the platform and not have it, really mess your game up. Alright, let's get zoomed out on here. And cruise on over. Oh, don't worry about it, Sherry. It's all good. Loving your content. You're really just getting started going on here, eh? Mm-hmm. You going to be doing any more of the Trader Life Sim stuff, or are you just kind of mostly concentrating on Lumberjacks Dynasty? You can tell me when you come back from when you don't have wet hands. So good news, I got approved with Keymailer for Lumber Hill, so look forward to that coming to the channel for a playthrough of that for Keymailer requirements. And there's going to be another special game that was given to me by Jeremy that I'll be bringing to the channel when I get back from hanging out with Kiddo. Looking forward to it. So on my days there, I'm not sure how many more Back to the Future episodes I have remaining in my stockpile, but I will be doing that. I'll be dropping those here on Monday, Tuesday, and I think Wednesday next week. So if I got 3, that's how many you'll get. I think I only have 2 more left, so I'll try to fit those in for... What do you guys think is better, early morning or afternoon? I'm not 100% sure. I've been kind of trying to watch the numbers, but it's not really making much difference. Believe it or not, the best videos I ever have are my late night ones. I just, going through over the last year, all my videos and such, and anything that I've done late at night, like 8 p.m. my time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, seem to get, like, way more views than anything else. Regardless if it's a good series or not, so I just don't know. Alright, let's go on the other side of this platform truck and start picking some of these. So, actually, I tell you what, I'll do this. I will go ahead and start grabbing some of these. I'm putting them in, and then I will go over and start cutting some trees and show you folks how I do my tree cutting to make life a lot easier. As you can see, like, all these logs. Oh my god, what a pain in the ass this camera is. You stop the vehicle, and it just keeps on moving. Because, well, once again, poorly thought out game. Not enough new innovation, a whole bunch of rip-off from other title. Alright, we're good? We're good. Okay, now I can get out. Alright, so if I come on over here... what is it, F1? Yeah, F1. So we still have 19 trees in total to cut down. Oh, come on, up the hill, up the hill. And I'll show you how I do that. Show you how I line everything all up. Makes life a lot easier, well, at least in my view it does. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, it's just in my view it is. Hey, Two-Step! How you doing, man? Thank you very much for all the hard work that you're doing on our socials for the Simdicate, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. You're doing awesome. Doing awesome and amazing. Can't give you enough praise for the work that you're doing so far. Thank you, sir. So what I end up doing is I lob a tree down while it's dropping. Take a look and say, okay, where's the next tree drop going to be? That way? Alright. So what I do now is I just push it. So I want it to go that way. Get in the center. And just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Now, if you get hung up on a stump, I found that you get pushed in the tree and then you just do a bit of a jump. And for some reason, it pushes the tree over the stumps. Let's see how close we are. Getting pretty close to that fence. That's what we want to do. to the end here. Give it a push. Now it's kind of hard for you all to see it, but we're now up against the fence. So now I can just come over here, just cut all the branches away. Now if I wanted to, I could just keep moving it over and over and over and over and getting it closer and closer and closer to the fence like that. Give it a cut. And give it a cut. And there we go. That's it, right? Yep. Whoop. And I come back over here. Just walk sideways and go, which one's going to be closest? And I think... Are you inside? Ooh, what's this? Alright, I gotta get rid of the chainsaw. I don't want to cut the object. That was an oversight. Then I just do the same thing. I just come over here, line it up so it's somewhat straight with the fence. And keep on going. Just posted your stream on the Twitter feed. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Basically trying to do one game day per episode. Didn't realize how long the day lasts. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half, roughly. Yeah, yeah, because I cut the tree completely this way, that it's flipping falling that way. Yep, Yeesh. So then it'll hit the fence over here, and then just do a little bit of a hop, and you can see how it pushes the tree and get it to straighten out this way. Get closer to the end, and it's even more effective when you jump. Alright, we're close. Getting close. There we go. Line it up against the fence. Now when I come by and have the loading truck, it's a lot easier to pick them all up. This is the way I've done it for a while now, and it works really good. Every once in a while you get lucky like that and it cuts all the branches off too. He's like, woohoo, less work. Look over here, do the same thing, go, alright. Probably be best if I drop it this way. This episode was not brought to you by Dr. Pepper, but it was brought to you by my brother who brought me a Dr. Pepper, so thank you very much, bro. Brought me a Dr. Pepper last night. It's like, ah, thank you. Amber. Don't know if everybody's seen the news, but Ranch Simulator has gotten themselves a pretty big update on the way. Power Wash Simulator, they got themselves a roadmap up there. It's going to be multiplayer, it says. I don't know how many multiplayer, how many people. I'm guessing it's just going to be a two-player co-op, tell you the honest truth. But that is a complete and total guess on my part. I do not have any insider information when it comes to that game whatsoever. And I'm kind of happy for it. Oh, there we go. Love it when we do that. Free leaf removal. And we can just come over here and just give her a bit of a push. And push. And push. Come on, you get over there. There we go. Take off the tip. And so yeah, this is how I found it to be the easiest for me to go through and drop all the logs down and clean things up around. That's how I've done pretty much all, well, see how many were in here? I got 16 left out of 160 trees. That's how I've been doing it. Now, works good. Bud, how you doing? Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper. Oh, don't worry there, Sherry. You'll get your membership back soon enough. Then you can have fun with all the emojis. This came from Deuce's stream. Deuce was going on this long? Wow, good on him. Hey, Mike 3, how you doing? I hope everybody's enjoying the last of their spring because, well, spring's been hotter than Hades lately. I just hope that's not a sign of what's going to come for summer. Man, I'm not looking forward to 43, 45 degrees again like last year. That's just ungodly hot. I can't go outside in those temperatures. There's just... my body melts and I end up overheating real fast. Not good. Not good. Not a happy camper when that happens at all. Alright, how close are we out of that fence? Pretty close. Alright. As you can see, I do get a lot of frames. But, yeah, I think it's just because my PC is just so bloody old now. Just not working as good as it once did. But it's going to have to do. This is all I got. Oh, no worries, no worries. Like I said, Sherry, not a problem. You're here, and that's what counts. Y'all keeping me active, giving me lots of things to chat about, so I'm not quiet as a mouse. Now, then again, I don't think I've ever been that quiet, but, you know, just saying. Is it locked up on the fence again? Yeah, it's lobbed on the fence. No worries, though. Currently 88 degrees in the ghost town. I think we're supposed to get a high of like 24 or something like that today in Celsius. So not too bad, but we are expecting some extremely awesome thunder showers tomorrow. So I'm going to enjoy that. Going to find out. The kiddo used to never be have an issue with them. I hope he doesn't have an issue with it tomorrow. But I've always been that kid to have my nose right up against the glass whenever there's a thunderstorm going on. Just watching it, just loving it. I could spend hours, you know. I bet you in my lifetime, I've spent more time watching thunderstorms than I have television. That includes all my documentaries and everything else that I watch. Speaking of which, there's just been horrible. This double plus bad cold going on has just made it horrible for TV watching for me. Documentary wise, just been absolutely brutal. I've had nothing good to watch in a long time. And I miss my documentaries. I've actually been watching this show called Lucifer on Netflix. I've been actually really enjoying it. I didn't realize until early last night. Well, yeah, I guess it was about, I don't know, 9 o'clock last night that, no, maybe a little bit afterwards. It was after I watched, or after I streamed the Ghostbusters for the membership. By golly, that is an awesome game. I'm really, really impressed with what they did for the remastered. One of my buddies had played the original, and I had seen like I don't know how far into it. I didn't get to see the very beginning of it, but he had played the original, and the original. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. You bounce over these stumps all the time. Come on. It's because my FPS is just tanking right now because I'm also streaming at the same time. But normally I can push over these stumps without an issue. Come on. Come on, you piece of horse dung. There we go. Now I get to go down here and push on this end. Just get a little bit close to the center. Come back over here. Give it a hop jump. Get the end swung over. Come on. Yeah, I can do it. There we go. Not going to fall through the world? Dang it. Makes life easier. Yeah, you can go back and watch those. I've just dropped the... I'm just dropping the Back to the Futures right now. Ghostbusters and things like that too. You know, I'll be dropping them in at the beginning of July. kind of give a month. You know, a lot of people are going, my God, a month, man. Why are you waiting so long? You know, usually we put we'll stream for just the members on like, say, the Wednesday, like that I do. And then we'll put them up on like the Saturday or the Sunday, you know, to take care of the times that you're not streaming. It's like, I want them to be extra special for the members, to know that, you know, I really, really, really appreciate them so very much for being there for me and throwing in the extra, you know, going the extra mile for me. You know, showing the appreciation and love through their support. That, you know, don't want to make it sound like, you know, like they're, you know, just to add more value is the best way I'm trying to spit out here. Beep, beep, beep. That's what I'm trying to spit out, folks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were triple digits here this week. That's no good. Hard to imagine me quiet as a mouse. I'm not too much of a talker unless it's educational stuff. That's, you know, I'm more of a informative type of person. I'm not much of a chit chat type of person type thing. Like, I mean, you know, honestly, I probably got to be one of the hardest people in the world to date. You know, it's like, oh yeah, did you hear about what, you know, the blah, 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 you know, the new satellite's doing? Or, you know, the new space, like, James Webb telescope getting pushed, you know, delayed again. You know, things like that. That's me. Yeah. I'm not much of a, you know, chit-chat type of person. Then again, I haven't dated in, like, well, Jesus, over 23 years, so that's gonna be interesting. Start doing that again. Come on. Come on. Push in the center. Get all the way over there. Alright. Cut away some branches and... I try, but it's not for... It took me a long time, honeysuckle there, to get to the point where there was no dead air. Believe it or not, one day I just got it into my head that, you know, to think of it like David Letterman, like what would David Letterman's show do? And, you know, if you've ever talked to anybody that I've ever, you know, given advice to or anything like that for their streams or anything, it's like, yeah, just think, you know, what would Dave Letterman do? You know, he has a bit of comedy in there, you know, there's no quiet spots, things like that. That's so... It took me a long time to get there, though. Took me a long time to get there. You know, especially when, you know, when I first started streaming, I got lucky that when I first started streaming back in the day on Justin TV, there was a lot of people watching because there was very little amount of people who were streaming at the time. I mean, there was like only 10 of us who were doing Minecraft. So, yeah, you know, I had at one point, I had 10,000 people watching at one point, and it was crazy. I mean, there was no slow mode. I had Lady Black. She was an amazing moderator back in those days. And what she would do is she would send me messages on Slack. And I was reading her messages, and instead of, you know, reading chat, I was reading her messages so that way I could just, you know, have stuff to go through, because yeah, it was just nuts how fast the chat was flying. You know, now I will admit there was lots of young kids on there, and I don't relate well to children. You know, I have a hard time when, you know, kids are like, oh, well, you know, you're wrong, it's this, and it's like, buddy, I'm the adult here, and I'm going to teach you that you are wrong, and you should not be telling adults are wrong. So my kiddo's, he's gotten a lot of lessons in that fact. That, yeah, no, you listen to the adults. The adults are the ones who are trying to, you know, teach you so that way you have a better life. You're educated. And so now now my son knows, you know, main engine cutoff, second engine cutoff. He's got all that figured out for rocket launches, but it's an interest of his, right? So space is a bit of an interest. So I've been doing my best to enrich his knowledge with that and answer his questions. And when he's like, oh, no, Dad, Seiko doesn't mean that. It means that the person's crazy. Like, no, no, that's not what it means there, son. Yeah. And give them the information and, let them grow that way. Boy, this one was out of alignment for where I wanted it to be. Oh, come on. That's what I like the fences for. The fences are great for getting these things to line up properly. I gotta say it's close enough. Is it in the tree? A little bit. Let's push it out. It's hard enough for me to keep talking on my videos. I have to remind myself not to be quiet. I'm still getting dead spots, but I figure the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. Dang right. That's right. Yep. Practice, practice, practice. And, reviewing. That's one of the things, like, I mean, one of our first, I love that. Just solar panel. Just hanging out here, doing absolutely nothing. It was reported about, 75 times. Still didn't do anything about it. They don't care. They just don't care. It's the best way to put it. Dr. Pepper, not a sponsor, should be. Come on, tree. Timber! Take 30 minutes to do it, but hey! That one fell in the direction I wanted it to. Keep that momentum on. Come on. No, don't go in front of it. Don't get in front of it, because I can slow it down. Don't want that to happen. Now, this is going to be the fun one. When you get a tree stump that's like this. Yeah, knew that was going to happen. Bloody hell. Yeah, every once in a while you will get a pain in the butt like this one. Alright. I hate it when it cuts down the leaves before. Come on. You can do it, little log. You can do it. The hardest part is not walking over the log while you're rolling it when it's on the ground like this, when you don't have leaves. Okay, we're stuck against a stump or something. Nope. Ah. Come on. Oh, you just went over it. There we go. Come on. Log rolling. But I mean, that's the fun part for me for lumberjacks. You know, like to get these logs to go where I want them to. Want to just drop? Come on. There we go. Push it on your shoulder. There we go. Make life a lot easier when you get them all piled up like this for picking. Instead of driving around and having the your view just get all tossed around because the truck does not stop because they've refused. They've absolutely refused about 300 plus requests of actually putting in an emergency brake. So don't know why they did that either. But if you ever notice that, yeah, you take a look on their suggestions, you take a look at all their bug reports, they've done maybe 3%, if that at all. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad, actually. You know, I will fully admit to it and own up to it that, you know, I tried many times, you know, but I mean, at this point, it's a cash grab. That's all it is. They don't give a rat's about what the public wants. They just want to, they just want to fatten their pocketbooks. That's the Dynasty way. And I really hope that the company that comes through that does the Wild West Dynasty It flips them the bird and is like, no, we're going to give the game to the public. Not to the fat cats who want money returned. Yep. No, I applaud RenderCube for doing the same thing. I applaud them going, yeah, well, you know, if you're going to be our publisher, then you're going to do it our way. We're going to do it within our means of our absolute, you know, within their skill levels. They're going to, you know, listen to the public. They're going to put in the stuff that the public wants. So, I think RenderCube did the smartest thing that they could on their contract. For sure. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't have the medieval dynasty that we have today. It would have been a lot. What's the word I'm looking for? Would have been closer to what we're used to seeing from the publishers / developer. I'm glad they're not both the publisher and developer for Medieval's Dynasty. I'm glad they're just publishers. Yeah, parking brake would be so nice. Funny enough that it was, you know, I requested it. About 100 plus other people requested it. You know, quality of life. Things like that. You know, you want to know why your game, you know, it does so poor? Take a look at the Steam achievements. Just take a look at the Steam achievements. You want to see how much a company listens to their players? Look at their Steam achievements, and that'll tell you. Oh, come on, you piece of crud. There we go. Are you stuck up there now? Okay. So whenever it gets stuck, you come on over here and just give it a kick. Ooh, bonk. You're feeling too tired to carry logs. Yeah, it's because I refuse to eat for no reason. No reason to eat in this game. Why would I? Oh, yeah, right. Because you gotta run sometimes? Yeah, right. Let's do that. 131. As you can see, my frames have just tanked. Poorly optimized for a full release game. This is fully taking advantage of the public's cash. Yep. Of the public. Yep. Definitely. No, I want you over there, you piece of crap. Yeah, that's all they've done. They've just taken the money and run on this title. I know of no other company that would leave a game in such really poor shape. And the longer they leave it this way, you know, if this is the way that they're going to leave their game, well, that's their reputation. That is 100% their reputation that they put on here. But hey, we have new clothes. Fudge. You kidding me? Hey, Armikian. You got your short rib, mac and cheese ready for dinner tomorrow? Oh, that is awesome. Yep. Kiddo and I tomorrow are going to have hot dogs for lunch. We're going to have homemade chicken nuggets for Saturday, and then on Sunday for Father's Day, we're having pizza. Homemade pizza. And I'm going to make a big giant one for him and I. Benny! How you doing, gorgeous? Haven't seen you in streams in a while. Good to see that you're awake. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's exactly the way I cut that tree. Yep, 100%. Totally. Well, no, I totally understand, you know, what the company did. You know, they bought the Argon engine. They put some money into the programming of it to get it caught up to, you know, somewhat of 2013 acceptability for graphics and such. You know, you make 2 or 3 titles on it, you get your money back for what you spent on the engine, you get yourself a reputation for bringing out some good games, and then you go from there and you do, like, the likes of Medieval's Dynasty. I mean, it's very straightforward, very simple, you know, good business plan, but, I mean, you gotta make great games. Farmer's Dynasty was a great testing game for the engine to show what they could do with it. Now, it's just a matter of, you know, who was doing the developing for it. That's where all the issues now come from. You know, who they're using for the developers would never I would never hire them. I would never hire them for my own, any game that I would ever want to work if I was a publisher. Not after this title. Bob, how you doing, man? I should be back before your birthday, but if not, Bob, happy birthday. Bob shares a birthday with us in June. I believe, Christy, I believe, also has a birthday in June as well. So, to all those June babies out there, happy birthday. Let's see, let's go over here, cut through the logo. Yeah, pretend we're not here. I can't pretend you guys aren't here. Y'all are awesome. Mr. Handsome GG? Oh, you know, Mr. and Sir, those are my parents. Or sorry, that's my dad. That's my dad. That's not me. I've never been in the military, so I can't honestly be regarded as a sir. And a Mr., well, I mean, you know, yes, I am male, but at the same time, I'm just a big kid. I'm still a master. I haven't quite made the... Oh, it was 16th. Oh, yours was the 16th. I thought yours was the 28th. Oh, maybe it's Christie's that's on the 28th. Well, happy belated birthday then, Bob. My apologies, dude. I'm sorry I missed saying happy birthday on your birthday. That's what we should probably do. It's a Community Avalon Discord. We should put our birth dates in there. I should get a channel going for, you know, your birth dates, so that way people can all say happy birthday to you when it's your birthday. I appreciate everybody that comes in and watches stream, hangs out in the Avalon Discord and everything. Y'all deserves the recognition for being awesome peeps. We only get to go around this rock, you know, so many times in our lifetimes that we all deserve to celebrate the full 360 rotation that we get each year. Besides, June is the best month for birthdays. I was born on a Father's Day, so... That's awesome. June's an awesome one. I am the last day Gemini. So I'm part Gemini, part... I think it's Cancer? Is it Cancer that happens after Gemini? I don't remember. Yes, a B-Day bot. Definitely. I didn't even know Deuce said that one. Oh, boy. Yeah, I went and hung out with my sister earlier here this morning. I woke up and she was like, hey, come over for coffee. We haven't yacked in a while. I was like, all right. So, went over and visited with for coffee. She's doing good. She's just really bored. Her mother-in-law isn't doing so good. And so, her hubby is hanging out with her until her one bad day comes. Which unfortunately, I think will be not too long from now. So, while her hubby is over in Ontario area, and she's at home just by herself, her daughters have all moved out. So she was like, come for coffee. So I did. You're a Scorpio? Uh-oh. Stay away from your back end. No touchy. So I guess your man creature should never spank you, huh? You bite back? Oh, I could say so many things to that, but I'll behave on stream. I'll behave on stream. I'll catch you in private later, Penny. No. October has something to say about that. Leaves changing, cooling off, but not winter. Plus, it's football season. My boy was born in October. October 19th, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. I could really care less for Christmas, quite honestly. I'm pretty jaded about Christmas. I have been my entire life. No, as far as I'm concerned, Christmas can just... It can get removed completely. It's a consumer retail holiday. It's got nothing to do with, you know... Well, peace on Earth. Yeah, because every bloody war that's out there, you know, stops on Christmas Day. Yeah. Sorry. Doesn't work like that. I don't believe in Christmas. I don't believe the hype in corporate consumerism. June says beach day parties. Not this redhead. This redhead just stays as far away from the sun as possible. I mean, as it is, even, you know, trying to go outside, you know, I'm underneath, like, the awning, or not the awning, like the overhang of houses and stuff like that. As I've gotten older, I can't be out in the heat anymore. I go out there and I start just getting wicked headaches. If I walk into a house after being outside, even wearing shades, I get really weird colors in my vision. Like, it's like I see orange and yellows and blues, and it's really weird. So yeah, me and the hot summer heats have kind of we've decided not to intermingle. I mean, come on, I can get a sunburn on a full moon, for heaven's sakes. So I don't do it. 11th and the 17th and the 22nd. Wow. So I was married on October 15th, which happened to be my ex-father-in-law's birthday. And my kiddo was born on the 19th, and I kicked my ex out on the 24th. So, yep. I didn't get to spend my favorite holiday with my kiddo last year. Ex was just being a royal pain in the ass, so... So just to hurt me as much as she could, she refused to let me see my kiddo on Halloween last year. But I mean, hey, she's the gatekeeper. We'll let the lawyers take care of her. So yeah, no, June and October are, you know, my two favorite months, honestly. Not saying that to, you know, please the crowd or anything like that, but because it's true. You got Halloween, you got my son's birthday, and I kicked my ex out. Oh, God, it's too hot in this house. Hold on, hold on. I'm also wearing a sweater and a long sleeve because, well, air conditioning. Ugh. What the... Why am I caught? There we go. Oh. Ow. Just moved my neck the wrong way. Oh, it happens all the time, Texas. Happens all the time. I've only gotten to see my kiddo 4 times since we separated. No, she does her best. She's trying to incite. You know what I mean? Like, she's trying to... She knows... I'm not even going to get into it. Not even going to get into it. Like I said, we'll let the lawyers take care of it. Floyd! How you doing, man? Just dropping the like for a few minutes and watch until I gotta go to work. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. But I hope you get to enjoy the weekend off. I hope that you get to spend some time with the friends and family this weekend. Is that all you're taking off? Yeah, on stream. Hello? Gotta keep things monetized. I mean, yeah, I might make $28 a month in ad revenue, but, woo. You know, start doing more than that, and they'll just delete my channel, and then I'll be really hooped for paying bills. Like, I've been saying this entire month, I didn't make my bills this month at all. My May check is quite pathetic. Made $103 last month. My bills cost me over $400 because of the debt the ex put me in. And so, yep. Come on. Come on. Where am I stuck? Come on. Push it. Come on, push. Oh. Don't want to get stuck on that hump. Come on, push through, push through. See how my frames are really coming together here? It's because there's all these assets over here. Instead of grouping it together, once again, you know, I'm really thinking it has to be amateur programmers that, like, I mean, total amateur programmers that were doing this game. It's either that or the engine's just that pathetic that it can't handle, 50 or more. 50 or more individual assets before it just tanks the VRAM within the engine, the game engine. Do you think that's a Twitch exclusive? I hope they get rid of that too. I heard that they're locking down on some hot tub thing or something going on, which I think is good. Like, quite honestly, trying to use sex to sell, it's called OnlyFans. If you want to go out there and show off skin and bikinis and everything else, get the hell off a gaming platform. I mean, Twitch is just, once again, taking people's money, not giving anything back to anybody else. Oh, they might put you on the homepage. Uh-huh. Yeah, but how much do you take from them as revenue? Oh. I think Facebook is doing has a great idea going on. Facebook is now doing they're taking 0%. They're giving all the money to the creators, and, I don't know how long that's going to last. It's probably just a part-time thing, knowing them, but yeah. Gary, how you doing? Yeah, as far as I know, today is I know that today is the last day for Kiddo. At school, he had his graduation ceremony, I guess, the other day. Yeah, thanks for letting me know their ex. Would like to have been there for that one, but yep, nope. Didn't give me an email until this morning. Say that, oh yeah, here's the graduation stuff. Like, oh yeah, thanks. Just doing anything you can to piss me off to see what if I'm going to text her or anything like that, see if she can get herself anything that she can use against me in court. Well, guess what? That ain't happening. So yeah, I didn't get to see Kiddo's graduation. Kindergarten graduation, his first year. Nope, can't be there. Why? Because his mom decided not to fill me in. Holding back with information. Gatekeeping, they call it, so. Well, courts are going to have fun with her. That's alright. I just get to spend extra time with him this week, and we'll enjoy our own time. Get to tell him how proud I am of him. Sticking with it, doing good. Now, one of the things, though, is that he was already more advanced than kindergarten. Mentally, no. But education-wise, yeah, he was far, far, far more advanced than kindergarten when he got into it. I taught him math. The only thing that really he's a bit behind for grade 2 is reading. That's about it. But he just doesn't like reading. Yeah. He'd much rather sit there and watch a show on his iPad than anything else. Or sleeping and live streaming it. That'd be interesting. I've never seen that one before. Thinking of playing Mirror Xbox in a hot steam tub? Yeah. But here's the thing. For me, hot tubs are nice. But it turns you into a bloody, what's the word I'm looking for? Like wrinkled pickle, right? You know what I mean? Like, it turns you into a wrinkled pickle. I much prefer a steam room. I love my steam rooms, and I didn't find those out until, the doctor was like, yeah, dude, go do a steam room, go do a hot tub, go do a steam room, and then see what it does for your muscles. Oh my god. It does so much for my condition. But with the double plus bad cold going on around right now, I can't be doing it. Yep, that's exactly the way I cut that tree. 100%. Oh yeah, totally. That's the way I wanted it to fall. Fuck. I really wish that the developers would learn something. Come on, let's go down this side of the hill. We'll put it into the gully. Nope, not there yet. Alright, something stuck. Over you go. That shouldn't have jumped. Why did that jump over? Call it close enough. Oh, that's across the gully. That's not in the gully. Alright. Excuse me. Had some eggs, breakfast sandwiches this morning before I ripped off over to my sister's for a bit, so. I wasn't even on Discord this morning. I didn't even go to my PC until I got home, and then, you know, oh my god, my sister's house is so bloody hot. She doesn't have an air conditioner, so. As soon as I got home, I went and laid down so I could start feeling better. Get over that hot flash. It was hot over there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they had a great idea with those saunas. Now, I like a steam sauna. I'm not a big fan of the regular heat sauna. Give me a steam room any day. And it can't be made of cedar. I cannot do a cedar hot room or steam room. Can't do it. I get in there and all I taste is cedar wood. I just get in there and it's just, that's all it is just full on taste of cedar wood. And it's like, bleh. No thanks. Really? Jumping over the log? What the hell? Come on. Not jumping. That's just this bloody game. The physics. Yeah, yeah. Because that's the way I want the tree to go. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, piece of crap. Actually, you know what? How about we do this? We'll go this way. Push it this way, and then I'll start pushing it back down here with this. Yeah, this engine was created in like 2000. Like, I'm not kidding you. It was created in like 2000. And it was purchased outright, I'm guessing. Because I noticed that all the changes on it from the old school games completely changed. I mean, have you seen what happened to cattle and crops? What a joke. Is it better for you to get it via PayPal or definitely PayPal. Definitely PayPal. If I were to get it via super stickers, I have to wait until the end of next month, and unfortunately, yeah, my bills need to be paid right away. I'm already 3 days late on one of them. In 2 weeks, I have a trip planned to go somewhere I haven't been in 20 years. Uh-oh. Cloyd's going to Disneyland. No. Where are you off to? I had the opportunity to go to Disneyland with my family when I was younger, and I said, the hell with that. I ain't going. Too many people. I mean, okay. I was the age, I was like, what was I, 15? 14, 15? Something like that when my folks went. I think it was 14. I think my brother wasn't 10 yet. I think he was like 9. And they're all like, yeah, we're going to Disneyland. I'm like, yeah, I'm staying home. I'm like, no, come with us. I'm like, no, you guys can go to Disneyland. And they went for Christmas. And the Christmas out there. I stayed home. I said, nope, I ain't going. The only reason why I would have wanted to ever go down there, I would have to go in the summertime so I could have seen the ladies in the bikinis. And since it was January, I was like, it ain't worth it, Ma. I ain't going. She's like, why? I'm like, because nobody's going to be wearing swimsuits. And yeah, that was the first time my mom realized that, yeah, I was truly a boy at that age. I was a teenager. Oh, that's just disgusting. I just remember my dad just cackling. Yep, that's a boy. Oh, thank you there very, very much, Gary. It's greatly appreciated, man. You have no idea. I was thinking about doing a PayPal drive and everything else to get my bills this month paid for, but at the same time, you know, I asked so much of everybody when my truck had the mechanical problems, when I blew the tire, the battery blew. I couldn't do it again. You know, I couldn't ask the public again. You know, you guys have just done so much for me that nope. I didn't have it in my heart to ask again. So that's why I haven't done a PayPal stream. Southern Alabama. I used to live there when I was a kid. One of my middle school, high school friends passed away in 02, but I didn't find out until late 19. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. You know, Gotta remember, folks, I say it all the time, you know, make sure you reach out, tell your loved ones that you love them, because you just never know when they're going to have their last bad day. You know what I mean? You just never know. So, spend as much time with them as much as you can. Like, I mean, I love talking to my kiddo every night if I could. Does it happen? No. I mean, I have to constantly text the ex to say that, yeah, I want to speak to him every night. Does it get to happen? No. She's gatekeeping it. But kiddo and I, we get the, he's not stupid by any means. He knows exactly what's going on when it comes to that, because I tell him all the time, can't wait to talk to you soon, son, type thing. He's like, yeah, dad, mom lets me. So, yeah, we both know, him and I both know. He knows exactly that I want to talk to him as much as possible every day. I mean, come on. I was the one who raised the kid every day while my ex was a working woman, working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every night. She had nothing to do with his upbringing at all, but the moment that, he becomes, age that she can actually start doing and hanging out with him and stuff like that, she's doing this crap, so, meh. I was going to go last year to pay your respects, but the double bad plus cold, yeah, no, exactly. It threw a monkey wrench on a lot of things, so I'm very, very glad that it happened now than, like, say, in the mid-90s for us to have any type of a double plus bad cold. We wouldn't have had the ability to video chat, to be able to see our friends, our families as we can today. I mean, our technology is awesome for that. Greetings. Eat, bad day. Not today. Today's a lot better than yesterday, but mind you, in the last 2 days, I've still only had like 5 hours of sleep. Which way is this one gonna go? This one's probably gonna go that way. Which way's got less logs to get hung up on? Alright, we'll cut it this way. No, not a bad day at all. But I was out in the heat earlier. I do know that my adrenaline is up there pretty high. My heartbeat, when I checked it this morning, my heartbeat and blood pressure were pretty high. That does happen quite a bit from when not sleeping so well. Not to mention I did mow the front yard again. Because we're supposed to be getting a whole bunch more rain tomorrow, so. What's up, pup? Why are you arfing? There's nobody at the door. Are you trying to tell me you need to go? Did you eat? Did you eat, pup? Yeah, my dog ate. She's probably trying to tell me that she's got to go poop. Let me just go see what's going on here after I get this last log positioned. Okay there, baby girl? You okay? I need Kiddo to crack my neck. If he can pop my hip back into place, he can definitely crack my neck by hanging on me. He's getting big. He's getting really big. Yeah. My ex is 6'5". Well, she says she's 6'5". I always kept my mouth shut. She's like only 6'3". She's got that tall person syndrome where they're always like saying they're taller than they really are. It's like, yeah, no, you're 6'3", lady. You're not 6'5". I ain't covering for your ass anymore. How you doing, wild one? How you doing? Okay. You really got to go, don't you? 1 second. Can I just cut this last log? I'm gonna have to let my dog out here, folks. She's clawing at my lap now. She's definitely telling me she's got to go outside. Be right back. Oh, thank you, Gary. Thank you very much. 1 second. Okay, puppy. Let's go outside. Come on. I got you. No worries. Got you covered. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that, but senior privileges, and she doesn't have the ability to hold it very long, so I didn't want to mess in the house. So we're good. Let's close that door up. Her eldest is about 4'10", so short in stature, but big attitude. All right, let's take a look here. I think we're done. Yay, we're done. All right, let's go grab any of the picadillers and everything else that could be around. Hey, I said F1. Go away. I don't want any. Oh, this is Bullius. Bullius Maximus. Mushrooms, could care less about. Anything else big around here? Nope. There's mushrooms. Alright, we'll take the shortcut. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's start loading logs. So I've already dropped off a lot of the logs that are around here, because as you can see, the game goes extra framey when you got this much to pick up. So in between now and the next episode, folks, I'm going to try to load the dryer up as much as possible. I'm also going to try to get as much sold. I want to get us closer to the furniture factory. It's been a long time since when I last played this. They didn't even have a furniture factory at the time in the early access and all that. I already had everything else finished up before they even had that available. Like the uncle was all paid off and all that. So I kind of want to do it. What's going on here? My view just kind of jumped for no real reason. That was weird. What is wrong with this log? It does not want to sit proper. Close enough. Oh, the frames. The frames. So, Wizard of Oz-ish. A peek behind the magic screen. Yeah, kind of. You know, pay no attention to the stuff that's behind the screen. It's just all kids' toys. My ex took all the best of the toys and everything else. She left me with all the stuff that basically, you know, was supposed to go out to the donation pile and all that. So, it's what I got for him. The only toy I've ever been able to purchase my son was a Hot Wheels car, and I got berated for it. So, yep. For 5 years, I'd make a Christmas list, and not a damn thing that I put on the Christmas list was ever purchased.
If you want to buy something, go make your own damn money.
I'm disabled, remember? Not supposed to be working.
I don't care. Go make your own damn money.
Alright. That's the way you want to do it. He can hear you, right? You know that he's right there, and he can hear every word that you're saying about it. But like he says to me, he's like, Dad, doesn't matter. You know, hanging out, playing, letting him play like the Farmer's Dynasty and games like that where he can drive around, the games that I know are safe for him to play. It's not like I'm ever going to let him play like Mortal Kombat or anything till he's older. He's got a bunch of games that are all educational games. I can't remember what the heck the name of the game that he really, really likes. It's like Buzzy something. But it's awesome. It helps him. It reinforces all the teachings and everything else that I've done with him in the past. Actually, a lot of some of the stuff that was on there is like, oh, that's a good way to help a kid learn such and such, and that's how I was doing it. Like telling time. Kiddo can tell time. And thank you, Gary. Thank you very much for the $50 donation to PayPal. Thank you so very much. That works out to about $58 Canadian in the end. So thank you, sir. Thank you indeed. As always, I greatly appreciate it, and I do hope you and all those that you love are well blessed. Not looking to the 750-mile trip each way. Oh, dude, I am all over that. I love the long, long drives. I don't like the fact that, you know, about every 2 hours, I got to stop and stretch, you know, take 15 minutes. So I'm perfectly suited for an electric vehicle. I am 100% suited, especially for a Tesla. You know, you can basically, you know, quote unquote, let's say, you know, drain the tank, take your 20 minutes to, you know, refuel it up, and I'm good to go. Like that's, you know, I'm all for electric vehicles. Now, one thing that we didn't really get into in our conversation with the Simdicate and that is, you know, it's not that I'm a Tesla fanboy. It's just that I'm a fan that Tesla has a supercharging network. All these places like Electrify America and everything, y'all know that that's all part and parcel of Volkswagen's bailout, right? For them doing those underhanded shady deals for putting on the pollution, that was part of their settlement. They had to do like $2 billion worth of charging stations and such. But they're crap. They're absolutely, totally crap. All right, Cloyd, you stay safe, man. Stay safe. Enjoy. Make it that cheddar. But yeah. That whole Electrify America is just basically a sham. You know, they had to put $2 billion in it, so they're making as many, or they're trying to, how's the word I'm saying? They're making all the charging stations that they have, or that they're going to put in and everything, as expensive as possible. They are not efficient in any way, shape, or form. Not at all. And they're doing it on purpose because, you know, that was their settlement with the government, was that they had to spend X amount to offset their additional electric vehicles that come onto the road. The more and more and more it's going to be noticed of how much of a scam it is. How much of a scam Electrify America is. It is a total, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. But I mean, I've always been a fan of electric vehicles. When back in the 90s, was it GM or Chevy came out? I think it was GM. They came out with an electric vehicle and everything else. You know, I was like, yeah, it's a great idea. You know, they had a really good idea with it. But they, on purpose, made it so that the vehicles would break down real fast. And then they bought them all back and destroyed them as fast as they could. So that way they wouldn't get busted on it. And in the end, it came out, you know. We the people, you know, figured out their scam. All right, looks like we're full. But yeah, more and more, you got to be able to charge at home. And, you know, the right to charging rights, I can't remember the exact term for it, but there's a few good channels that are out there about the, look up the Electrify America scam. I mean, they'll probably find a bunch of stuff on YouTube about it, too. But, yeah, I love long drives, especially through mountains. Oh, I love mountain driving. Absolutely. You know, still pay attention, but I get to see everything. And with some of these models of electric cars out there from Tesla, where they got the full glass all the way around. Yep, as long as I wear a hat so I don't burn the old noodle. Hair's getting a little thin. I'm good. I'm the type of guy that, you know, we go down into a river valley or type of deal. I'll stop at the rest stops just to look around, stretch out. It's all good. Oh, really? Back in the 70s? Oh, I did not know Briggs & Stratton had electrics. That's cool. I do know that the electric horses' carriages were the first ones that came out before the combustion engine. And then Ford did his absolute best to kibosh all electrics. So it was all combustion all the time. But then again, all his funding came from the oil magnates, right? So makes sense. Makes sense. That's why, you know, like really batteries could be a lot farther ahead than they are today, except for the automobile industry really, really anti-advertised against electrics. Even though it's got way better torque. I mean, there was no environmental considerations back in those days, right? So back in the early 20s and such. So that's kind of a moot point for, you know, oh, but climate change. No, they didn't have any of that stuff out there at the time. I mean, heck, what was it? I think it was either my uncle or one of my parents' friends showed me one of their textbooks from the 70s, and we were heading back into an ice age. You know, like, it was like, wow, how far we've changed. How far we've come. What's it going to be like in another 60 years? You know, got to remember that people, you know, education and everything back in the 70s thinks that they're teaching just as smart as they are today. And it's like, well, what are we going to be teaching in 2050? We're going to find out exactly how much we didn't know in the 2010s and the 2020s. Yeah, Ford is the reason we have Kingston charcoal briquettes. I did not know that. I do know that Ford came up with the soybean extract bodied car, where, I mean, you could hit it with a sledgehammer and not cause any damage, but last over 50 years with no rust, no needing to paint. Well, you paint with sun fade, but I mean, it would still adhere to this soybean vehicle. But, you know, when his number crunchers told him, like, yeah, you're not going to make any money on parts or anything like that, yeah, that got kiboshed. Everything to make the almighty dollar. I mean, you know, quite honestly, yeah, Tesla could do better. I mean, and they are, with their stainless steel outer shell bodies of the Cybertruck. They're doing good. Still going to rust. Still going to rust. Stainless steel rusts, folks. It does. It just doesn't rust in red. It rusts in like a white scaly thing. Still going to rust. Now, as part of our electric podcast there with the Simdicate, we were talking about how, you know, the frames of vehicles now have to be guaranteed for 20 years. You know, if you bought a vehicle in the mid 80s through mid 2000s, the frame of your vehicle is not rated to last 20 years. Pretty scary if you think about it. The frame of your vehicle, not the body, the frame. I think the body has to be guaranteed for only 5 years before it could be rusted out. Like, it's just disgusting how money rules the world. Yep. Somebody invent 0-point energy already so we can have the true, you know, million-mile vehicles that should be out there. You know, million miles, doesn't need any type of servicing or anything. You just need tires and brakes. What are we talking about, man? Not quite, Penny. Oh, wow. I've been yammering on for an hour and 20 minutes already. Wow. Man, this game makes time fly. For as slow as it is, it still makes time fly because it just takes so long to do everything. You don't realize, you know, how long it actually takes. Let's see. Okay, so 3:20. Just turned 3:20 my time. Bet you we won't probably reach our destination until like 3:22. Like, to take 2 minutes because, yeah, we're doing 3.6 kilometers an hour. It says 36. BS. Like I said, you know, these lines on the road, they're probably not every 12 inches, but I gave them 12 inches. They're probably more like 18 to 24 inches long. But I took and I counted out quite a bit of them. I can't remember. I think I counted out like 100 of them. And then I timed it, and I figured it out. Our maximum speed was like, you know, truly like 15 to 19 kilometers an hour. Even though it was saying you're doing 53, and I was like, no, this is BS. Like, I mean, come on. I'm passing this AI car. I'm passing an AI car doing 36 kilometers an hour. Then fix your AI cars. You know, like, oh my God. You know, more and more people need to, you know, speak out about stuff like this, you know. I want games to be better for the people. I don't want games to be better for the pocketbook of the publishers and that, you know what I mean? You know, I want to give all due credit to those who do the hard work. But I can't give any credit to either developer or publisher on this title. Yeah, there's no pat on the backs to anyone for this title. Yeah. The little employees and everything else that are there are overwritten by the investors who want their money. You know, like, They want to make as much money as they can with as little effort as possible. And it shows. It absolutely shows. 110%. If it wasn't all about the almighty dollar, we wouldn't have what we have here today. It'd be a lot better. But I'm one of the very few people who will actually stand up for my beliefs and what is right. I won't say that it is 100% right, because, I mean, yeah, you know, I will, you know, if somebody comes back to me with a good argument that, okay, and a good argument that, you know, makes more common sense, then, yeah, I will always say when I'm wrong. Like, oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. I was wrong on that. I do apologize. Anytime I've done it on stream before, you know, I was like, oh, no, you know what? I told somebody that, no, they're totally wrong on such and such. And then it turned out, no, I was wrong. Then I will make a public apology. But, you know, I will be the first person to speak out for, quote unquote, the injustice of things. Especially when it comes to gaming. You know, like I said, I started off in the gaming industry with cartridges, you know, where everything had to be 100% before it went out to what we used to call print. Meaning that it was going out to get put onto cartridges or CDs, you know, that type of thing. Everything actually had to be truly 100% tested with people who were paid, who were given checklists and everything like that that had to be done, you know, where, you know, a poor tester might be jumping up and down a mountain for 18 hours. You know, that's the only thing they did was just jump up and down a mountain to make sure that, you know, they didn't clip through anything. You don't get that today. I don't know how many times I've come across games where we fall through the world. You know, and that's on full release. Cyberpunk, there's a big one for you. I don't know how many times I fell through the world on that. There was no real testing done on that game. If there was any real testing on that game, it would have got pushed to even a later date. But, you know, management took the blame on that, saying, oh yeah, we needed the money. Yeah, okay. You didn't listen to your employees, and instead you end up taking the whip from the public. So, good job on that. Good job. Oh, you feel better now, puppy? She's telling me she's happy. All I hear is this. She's getting herself all tucked in and everything onto the couch. Don't get me wrong. Cyberpunk, I enjoyed the game for what I played of it. But I did not enjoy, you know, all the different crashes and all the different issues that I had with it. Which could have been simply taken care of with proper testing. Yeah, Cyberpunk was a fantastic game in premise. Absolutely fantastic. Execution, on the other hand, well, there should have been some executions, that's for sure. And, you know, I gotta say that, you know, the guys who were doing all the hard work, the guys and gals that did all the programming and everything, yeah, they spoke up about it, you know, while they were in the office going, yeah, no, this is not right. We need to, you know, fix this and fix this. But the public response was that it was all on management. Management just like, oh no, push it through, push it through. What they failed to tell you is that management is told what to do by the CEOs, the producers, all those type of folks, the investors. You know, they're basically told what they have to do. And so it wasn't really management either. It was a scapegoat. Management was used as a scapegoat for that title, 110%. But they, once again, they hope that, you know, people aren't educated in the industry, and that they will just accept that, hey, somebody said sorry. That's got to be good enough for the public, right? Yeah, it's got to be good enough for the public. We said sorry. But it wasn't the people who needed to say sorry, and then they gave a BS excuse. They gave a BS answer. which is really sad because, I mean, it looks bad on the people who did all the hard work, you know. There's lots of hard-working people worked on the Cyberpunk. Lots of hard-working people. And it was unfair to them for the game to be released in the state that it was. I mean, really, you're going to put on your resume that, oh yeah, I worked on Cyberpunk. I was one of the, you know, I was one of the main developers. I wouldn't. I just like, nope. I'd keep that one off the public record that I worked over there. One of those things where, you know, reputation means a lot in this industry. PS4 refunded you as well as they should have. And for every single game that was refunded, the publishing company for it should have had to pay a fine. Pay a percentage. Hit him in the pocketbook. That's the only way to make things ever stick. You know, make the investors lose money. So that way the next team that tries to roll through and pull that crap doesn't ever happen again. Blacklist. But I mean, we see it here all the time on Steam even, right? Like, we see a lot of these games where people come in and, you know, take people's money and never, for early access, and never finish the game. Lots of that happens. Lots of it. And it only hurts the industry. What I think it should be is that, you know, people's names should be attached. And so if they go to work at another project or anything else, like, no, sorry, you can't publish on Steam. Well, no, because you did this. You know, blah, 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 blah. Now, you know, if they go through and they, you know, they put in like, yeah, sorry, we tried doing this and this and this. It didn't work. We tried doing that, and that, and it didn't work. And we end up running out of money. Well, that was a failed project. Okay, so you aren't going to be in charge of your next project. You know, you'll work for somebody else. Yeah, sure, you can do programming poorly, but you ain't going to be in charge of that project and have somebody who can double check your work. But no, that's awesome that they gave you the full refund there, Penny. I heard at first there was a lot of people who were having problems with that. But PS4, from what I understand, was the PlayStation Store was one of the first to just completely stop selling Cyberpunk altogether. The game never should have come out on the PS4. Never. Didn't have the stats for it. The engine, the hardware of the PS4 did not have the capabilities to run the basics of Cyberpunk. It's just, it's not there. It just does not have the ability for it. So I'm glad that PlayStation just completely yanked it and ripped it out completely. Oh, too many things. Yep. No, there's I can't remember, there's a police game, a virtual police game where this kid came out and, you know, he was trying to do what Max is doing over on Hydroneer, where, you know, he got everybody all, you know, like, oh, you know, fund me on Patreon, fund me through PayPal, fund me through this, fund me through that. He goes and puts out an early access version of it onto Steam, takes the money, and doesn't do a damn thing afterwards. It was like, police something VR-K1 or something. Don't download that game. Don't do it. The guy, it's a scam. You know, honestly, at this point in time, because there's been so much abuse of the early access system, I think it should be kiboshed. I think that it should be gone. Same thing with Kickstarter. I think, honestly, Kickstarter should also get rid of all their funding for games. It's just been abused. It's been absolutely abused. I mean, come on. Dinosaur Fossil Hunter was supposed to come out at Christmas. They got themselves a ton of money, so they're like, oh, we're going to make the game that much better. And they broke it. They broke the game completely. I don't have a final product for it. I haven't heard any updates or anything for it in ages. Playway took the money and run. So therefore, Playway should have to pay a penalty and pay back the Kickstarters. I think accountability really needs to be looked at in all these situations now. Too many crooks out there, too many people trying to make free money. The people who work the hardest aren't getting it. It's going into the pocketbooks of all the fat cats. You're going to be an investor. Well, you're an investor. You're taking a chance. Like the stock market. You have no idea what's going to happen. I'm on like episode, I think like 8 or something like that of Lucifer. Sorry for jumping track. I was just thinking of one of the last episodes that I watched there. And I'm liking it. I want to know where the show's going. I'm hoping that's really good. It's, like I said, I realized last night that it was made by the same people who made the NCIS Vegas, the Jerry Bruckheimer. I've always liked the stuff that producer-director has done. So, I don't know why or what it is. I mean, really, there's only, 85 ways that you can tell stories, but the way that he does it is pretty good. He hires some good peeps. 2 new crochet orders, a giraffe and a panda. Oh, nice. Nice. Pandas are cool. Yep. And I've never actually looked into where pandas come from or anything. I honestly thought it was Japan. And then I was talking with Bone and Deuce there the other night. And I think, can't remember who went and checked it out. But I think, they're from China. I was like, oh, I did not know that. Which kind of makes sense. Big bamboo forests of China. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right, so... let's just get over here. Pull off to the side. Alright, so we got lots of logs that are waiting to be processed. Logs in the water. Still have some more logs out on the ground to be picked up. But in between episodes from now to then, I'll try to pick them up. Try to pick them all up. I'll start processing some of the wood in through the dryer, so... Yeah, as soon as I get the dryers filled, I'm going to skip a week. I mean, it just makes the most sense. Now, let's go take a look at our game information. Oh, yes. So, we're at 88%. So, I don't know how many chipboard thingies that we can store. Obviously, not nearly enough. We're at 10,000 for the debark. So, we're okay. We're about halfway for that. But I think that's where we're going to end today's episode, though. Oh, no. No. Hopefully you can find them again there, Honeysuckle. Hopefully you had a backup. Oh, and you crochet blankets, Penny. Nice. That makes sense from one of the pictures that you sent to me from the one that was behind you. That makes sense. Nice. You made a moose? Oh, that is cool. That's a Canadian thing for sure. But I've enjoyed talking with everybody here today. Look forward to hanging out with you all tonight on the Simdicate podcast. So once again, folks, if you haven't subscribed to that channel yet, it's coming up eventually. It'll pop up here on screen. And, yeah, you come hang out with Bone, Deuce, and myself tonight. Looking forward to playing another multiplayer game, starting your weekend off right with some hilarity and hijinks and shenanigans as always. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody has themselves a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, and good night, depending on where you are in the world, just in case we don't happen to see you later this evening. And yeah, Father's Day this weekend. Don't forget, reach out, contact. Make sure that you tell the ones that you love them, then, because you just never know when you won't be able to again. So, thank you one and all. Appreciate it. And yeah, also, if you want to be around a bunch of like-minded people and everything else, it's been kind of quiet lately in the Avalon. Not sure why, but it's been kind of quiet. But yeah, if you want to hang out with some great like-minded people as well, the Avalon Discord link is coming up there. If not, if you're watching this later on, it is in the description down below. Same with all the Simdicate stuff as well. So, thank you one and all. Have yourselves a good time until we see each other again. And until next one, later! And I don't like not having 3 screens. This sucks. This is the brutal.